Hi everybody, welcome to the Scott Show. This is Scott. I figured we'd try a new little entrance. Something different. Maybe we'll do that just for Smackdown or I don't know, something. We'll figure it out in editing. But we're live here on the Scott Show and the Smackdown recap. So we're going to recap some Smackdown here today. It was in Oakland, California. And can I say that the crowd was dead. Oh my gosh. This was very, very sad as the crowd in California really didn't want to come out. I mean, I think that part of it was that the show started at 5 o'clock their time. If that's one of the reasons why, it could be. Some people didn't really... I don't really know. I mean, it's kind of a go-home show for No Mercy, so why was that not a sold-out either? I don't get it. They are in LA for No Mercy. It is one of the biggest matches with Roman Reigns, John Cena, and of course the main event, Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. But we're here talking about SmackDown, and they've got quite a bit to talk about their next pay-per-view called Hell in a Cell. It will be in Detroit, Michigan at the Little Caesars Arena. Little Caesars has the arena in Detroit, Michigan, and that's what it is. So we have Shane McMahon coming out first, just cutting a scathing promo on Kevin Owens, saying, hey, you beat up my dad, now I'm going to beat you up, and pretty much condemned him to hell in a cell. So that's going to be a great fight. Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, Hell in a Cell at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in Detroit. Aiden English came out and faced off against Randy Orton. Randy Orton had a good match with Aiden English, actually. They even went through commercial. The one thing I like about SmackDown is when they go through commercial and then they're actually in commercial, but yet you can still see the match. I think that's a cool little effect. And then Rusev came out. Oh, I'm sorry. Kind of skipped through the match that I didn't really care about anyway because I knew what was going to happen. Orton won that match. Then, we'll get to what I was saying. Rusev came out and said, hey, you beat me in 10 seconds at SummerSlam, WTF. Let's do this again. And then the bell rings, and Rusev wins the match in like 5 seconds. That works. I don't really know. Orton gets the big push at the pay-per-view that everybody sees, and Rusev gets the win at SmackDown that rarely nobody sees. Is that fair? I don't think so. Anyway, so Jinder Mahal comes out. Rusev is still happy in the back. He says, Rusev number 1, blah, blah, blah. And then Jinder Mahal, the modern-day Maharaja, and the Singh Brothers come out. I gotta say this about Mahal's entrance. I don't like it. I like the flames coming down. I think that's kind of a cool effect, and the flames following him. And I think that was actually somebody else from WrestleMania that they kind of did that with. But the thing I hate the most is that he comes out in a dark arena. His name is nowhere there. I would love to just see black light and then Jinder or something. Just give me something that says, hey, this is Jinder Mahal. And then it's like, oh yeah, I forgot to flip the switch, and then somebody flips the switch, and then his name is up there. That just drives me nuts. And I realize it's happened before, so they probably got it clocked in and set up. But it's just annoying as hell, because it's like, he's the WWE champion, everybody should know who he is. But still, I want to know who he is. So, that's me bitching. Oh well. And that's me swearing. Again, oh well. This is what happens on the Scott Show. So, Jinder and the Singh Brothers get to the ring, and they talk about Nakamura and his quote-unquote poopy face, which is pretty much the same. They keep making the same jokes over and over and over again. They call him Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid, which I actually laughed at. I thought it was funny. The Singh Brothers were laughing so hard they fell over. I think that either... Of course they had to hear the jokes before, but still, it was quite funny that they would, say that kind of stuff. And even the crowd is like, I think you've gone too far, which made me laugh again because it's WWE. So I didn't understand that part, but Jinder and the Singh Brothers were pretty funny. Nakamura didn't come out again, but yet they came back from break. Nakamura says, "Hey, that was funny, but not as funny as when I win the WWE title." And Jinder Mahal is going to get his head kicked off. It's going to be a very interesting match when those two fight again. And they will be fighting again at WWE Starrcade in November in Greensboro Coliseum. Hopefully they put that on the network. That would be awesome. Alright, so United States title match, Baron Corbin and AJ Styles. Ty Dillinger came out still. They still got this whole thing with Ty Dillinger and AJ and Corbin. So I'm kind of wondering how that's going to work out. But AJ attacks Corbin with the calf crusher. So we'll see what happens there. It's one of those things. I just don't know. But Baron Corbin said that he was about to win the title. Ty Dillinger came out. He's not going to bitch and whine about it. He's going to get even. I'd like to know what him getting even is. So, Charlotte Flair came out and said thanks to everybody about her dad. Very heartfelt moment. And then Natalya comes out. And when Natalya comes out, it almost seemed like it was really rushed. It didn't seem like it was one of those things like, okay, well, this is where I fit in. Because it didn't look like it fit. It just looked like it was way too rushed. And Natalya does this whole big thing about Amelia Earhart could not do this, but I completed the journey, or this woman completed the journey. And then, of course, it was Natalya holding up the title, or holding up the thing, but they didn't even do anything with that. So it was just kind of a dead moment. The funniest part, Becky came out, called Natalya crazy crazy lady. Said the craziest there ever was and the craziest there ever will be. And then, Naomi comes out and says something about Natalya's cats. All I would have to tell to Naomi is shut up, because you're not very good at the mic. I have a bad feeling that if Naomi ever has the title again, they might hand her the microphone, and dear God, heaven help us all. But then Lana and Tamina come out and say, don't listen to these pathetic villagers, is what she said. And then Lana, in the probably moment of the night, says, we're not on your side. You're just a crazy cat lady, and you need to shut up. Because it's Tamina's time for a title shot. So Daniel Bryan comes out, makes it a fatal 4-way for tonight. So the main event. It's a women's match for the main event, which who knew that was going to happen? It does not happen that often. So the winner match will face Natalya. Then you had the New Day and the Hype Bros. They came out. New Day wins that match pretty easily. And then the Hype Bros after that kind of said, hey, let's do something drastic. So they're looking at a big move for the Hype Bros. And I'll get to what I think they should do with the Hype Bros here in a little bit. The New Day dances, taunted the Usos, and just had a good time. The New Day Usos will be fighting at Hell in a Cell also. Kevin Owens did an interview, and when he did his interview, he said, Shane had it coming. It's all Shane's fault. Shane. He did apologize to Vince. He apologized to the family. He's like, and then he said, well, what people do to Shane, they don't go to hell for, they go to heaven. And that kind of died. So, it is what it is. Back from break, the Dolph Ziggler comes out. And when Dolph Ziggler comes out, he does the whole, I'm going to do 3 entrances from other stars again. But he does Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and then he does D-Generation X. I was just kind of stunned. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but maybe Michaels will come in and super kick his head off or something. Who knows? And then the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Women's Championship #1 contender match. And what happened here, it was a great match. A lot of false finishes, lots of movement around. I liked all 4 superstars being in there. Naomi got carried to a really great match. When you have 3 people in there like Tamina, Becky, and Charlotte that can carry a second-rate, no good talent like Naomi. Why I use the word talent loosely. To a great match. I mean, Charlotte could wrestle a broom like her dad did. But it is whatever. And Tamina is probably one of the most underrated women wrestlers out there. I just gotta say that. But at the end of the match, you ended up having Tamina take the pinfall. I don't understand why she took the pinfall. I think Naomi should have taken the pinfall. Since I think they should probably just, chuck her out the window, and say your future endeavored. Tamina needs a big push. Naomi doesn't. But Charlotte gets the win in the pin, and will face off against Natalya at Hell in a Cell, and it's going to be one hell of a pay-per-view. So we're looking forward to the pay-per-view here at the 10/25/50 show in Scott Show Studios. We're looking forward to a whole bunch more fun stuff that we got coming up for you guys. Thursday, I am going to be only doing the one show, the Wake Up Call, and probably some other shows after the fact. But if you check out my Facebook, you'll see that I have been, I dressed up today for Superhero Day, and I had freaking awesome socks on. So check that out if you guys ever do. It's Scott Yazel on Facebook. Scott Yazel on Twitter too. Also 10/25/50 on Twitter. We're all across the place. And I do want to send out some well wishes to Adam Blampier, Adam Pacitti, King Ross, Jack the Jobber, and Sam Driver, who these 5 men left their job at whatculture.com. Big shakeup in the internet wrestling world. I'm very interested to see what happens next. So big shout out to them. My name is Scott. I will catch you guys very soon.